Welcome to Mechanical Mondays. You are in the shop. I'm Ladybug.
And I am Warren
Jenkins.
And we are your mindset mechanics, reminding you that it is not too late to find, face, and fix what is stalling you.
And when you do that, you can accelerate into the life of your dreams. So, have absolutely missed you guys. A lot has been going on, and we are going to integrate that into our topic while talking about U-turns.
Yes.
So now I was born and raised in Florida. Are U-turns legal in South Carolina?
At one point, somebody said that it wasn't. I think the laws have changed. So when I came down to Florida and they say, "Oh, U-turns are legal," I was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, No. I'm like, "Man, you're gonna get a ticket." So yeah, I think it is legal now, but
At one time.
Yeah, at one time it wasn't at all.
I can't imagine that. I cannot imagine that because I will confess, Ladybug is horrible with directions. I remember I was traveling with Mom in the car one time, and this was before GPS and all of that. I was young, and she was like, "Do you remember? Was it this street or the next street that we turn on to get to where we're going?" And I said, "Man, you must be desperate for help with directions if you're asking me." And that was before I was even old enough to drive. And that is still a joke in my family to this day. And that was some good 40 years ago. Yikes. Yeah. So when you think about a U-turn, if you're traveling somewhere and you pass your turn, or if you pass the entrance to the highway, you have to hook that U-turn and you have to turn around and you have to go back. Mm-hmm. But oftentimes, I think in life, we do not realize that that's a principle that also holds true. And just using us as an example, we did really well with lots of episodes last year. We were excited for 2025. But in allowing ourselves to be distracted by new opportunities and other things, the timeline got away from us. We had the episodes planned out. We even recorded some, but we missed our turn. Okay, we missed that entrance to the highway for 2025. And so can you talk to me and crew just a little bit about what it's like when you miss that turn, when you miss that entrance to the highway?
Well, when you miss that turn, you first have to, like when you're riding down the highway, you first have to recognize the signs that, hey, I've gone too far. Mm-hmm. Or my greatest fear, even when I'm riding down the interstate, after you've gotten back on the interstate from an exit, you've used the bathroom or gassed up, is going in the wrong direction. When you're supposed to be going north and you're going south, that's like my worst fear. So I'm constantly looking at signs. I'm constantly on the lookout for signs that say, hey, you're going in the wrong direction. Yeah. So I think that's number one. Recognize the signs that you've gotten off track somewhere and quickly identifying where can I get back on track. Life throws things at you. Like you said, at the beginning of the year, it was a new year, and you have all these things planned out from at the end of the previous year, of course, and we're going to do things different, and life happens. And before you know it, January has turned into February the 2nd, and with that being a short month, before you know it, you're in the middle of March, where we are right now, closer to April. So you just have to recognize the signs that, hey, we have gotten off track, or we're going in the wrong direction. Let me stop, make a U-turn, pivot, and get back on track.
Yeah. And something I've been guilty of. And so just relating that to a U-turn, once you realize, like you said, you recognize I'm going in the wrong direction, I've missed my turn, I've missed my entrance to the highway or my exit, as it were. Instead, imagine you realize that and you just keep driving, saying, if I keep driving away from the turn, if I keep driving away from that exit, eventually I'm going to get there. But we do that in life. Instead of just going ahead and making that turn, we keep wasting time. We keep wasting gas, which represents our energy and our resources, thinking, no, if I just keep driving in the wrong direction, eventually I'm going to get there. So even though I was super upset, realizing, oh my gosh, it's almost April and we have not posted episodes like we were supposed to, I had to just admit, look, it's almost April, and if you're not careful, it's going to be almost May, and then it's going to be almost 2026, and you have not posted episodes. So I had a target for the amount of episodes I wanted us to post this year, and maybe we can do some makeups and hit that target. But would you rather have 80% of your target or 0%? So just go ahead and make the turn. Make the pivot.
Make the turn, make the change.
Yes.
Make the change. Make time for the change. Make space for the change. Make the energy for the change. Because if you keep going thinking that it's going to auto-correct itself, time will lapse past you, and before you know it, it's a brand new year.
Yeah.
And then you look back, and not just a brand new year, you look, 5 years is going by, and you look back, it's like, man, and I wish I would have did this, made that change, made that pivot, 5 years ago.
Man.
And it sounds like a long time because we're speaking in the future, but when you look back, it's very small.
Yeah.
Very, very minute.
You know how you get those things on your phone? I don't know if your phone does this, but it'll say, look back to 2017, look back to 2018, look back to 2020, okay? And I'll look at these pictures and I'll be like, oh, like my sister took me on a trip to Belize, and I was like, oh my gosh, and it was amazing. And the memories are so vivid because I had such a good time, and the memories came up on my timeline, and I was like, that has to be a mistake. That was not 7 years ago. That has to be some kind of mistake. Oh, the way the pictures were saved in the phone. No. So time is going to continue to go on. And just like I said, you waste time, you waste resources. So likening it to a car, you've put wear and tear on your car. That's time you've spent not getting to where you actually want to go. You've wasted gas. The car is that much older, maybe that much raggedier. And then the further you go in the wrong direction, you have to turn around, and then you have to waste gas going back. So the longer you wait, the more you will waste. Ooh, yes. The longer you wait, the more you will waste. Yes. So just make the pivot, make the turn, admit that you messed up. I messed up, Lord, and then just make the changes. And I promise you, when you do that, you'll automatically feel better, because I feel better just recording this episode with you.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
So, yes, remember, it is never too late to find, face, and fix what is stalling you so that you can accelerate into the life of your dreams. It starts in your mind. And I'm Ladybug.
And I am Juan
Jenkins.
And we are your mindset mechanics.
That's right. And we will see you next time. Amen.
Amen.